They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Horned Frogs will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will take the first swing of the game. On the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The give out of the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy's a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground.
Pulls it in down the sideline. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Looking for room, it's Price. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese.
Turning it on! Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This defense has to find a way to account for this tight end. He's working the middle of the field, and I don't know if that was a busted coverage, but there was nobody near him. That's just too simple.
The Horned Frogs line it up with a 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Touchdown, TCU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
These are the plays that you look back on tape, and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, know you're going to get blasted, and hold on to the ball until the guy comes over, feed him, and get the 6.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield, it's Van. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Gets rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. They've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Kansas State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Nestles it in at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Give to the running back. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires and picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Oh, he's got some space. trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. And on second down for this offense. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
Nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Dropping back, it's Vance. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Well, this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And the Horned Frogs pick up the first down.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Finds his man. It's Payne. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22.
Man, great zone coverage in the back end by this defense. A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback. Great job. The ball comes out, and you can see, Jesse, that defensive secondary on a string, break on the football, and they go force the INT.
And that's what this defense wants to do. They want to win first and second down, bring their dime personnel on the field third and long, play that zone defense. There's nowhere for you to throw the football, and they get a critical takeaway.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
It's complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And what really made that corner route work was the receiver not telegraphing where he was going. He kept his eyes down the field. So the DB in man coverage didn't know if he was breaking inside, if he was going to continue running straight, maybe going to the post, maybe turning around for a curl. It was the corner route, though, and as a result, they pick up a big chunk of yards.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Touchdown, Horned Frog. Fitted in the window for the score.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. 1 man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And here's the third interception of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
Under fire. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll do it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kansas State.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he added the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Floating away. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. Now improvising. Blasted as he lets it go.
The quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
He's going to run it. Quarterback gets the first down. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion on the out route. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, back to Amon G. Carter Stadium and our outstanding broadcast team.
Wildcats will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Slings it downfield. Finds a man by himself. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play. At the perfect time right there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Going to the running game. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's small. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Palmer. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Caught over the middle. It's Baker. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, TCU! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates that we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. K-State has the ball. Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Bring in the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
I absolutely understand the thought process of this offense. The defense has to cover 99 yards. I'm okay with throwing the football, but, man, you got to throw that thing aggressively where only your guy can get it, not the defender. They make a big play, create some big momentum, and set their offense up in awesome field position.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Wants to throw. It's Vance. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the... And that brings up a 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. The give to the tailback. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Dances away. He'll pull it down and run. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Steps away. Trying to make magic with his feet. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The lone back's got it. Finds a little space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with... So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll give it to him again. Breaks into the open. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Horned Frogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Horned Frogs are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the two-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Vance. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Kansas stay quick to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He finds a soft spot in the middle. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Touchdown, Wildcats! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You never know how it happens, but it happens. Defenses lose sight of those big, huge, pass-catching tight ends. You could tell there, maybe bit on the play fake a little bit too much. Lost him for... He takes care of the rest and gets the touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And the Horned Frogs with the 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Runs through the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and... There he goes! He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. Trying to barge in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Yeah, and this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground.
Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points. They appear to be headed to the win column for the first time this year.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Vance. Catch in the middle, it's Shaw. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the run, it's Wiggins. Breaks the tackle. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running.
QB slicing. No gain on the play.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning